Hello student, today I brought a video on the topic law of conservation of linear momentum. The term momentum we have already familiar when we discuss about Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion, we have discussed how the force is directly proportional to the change of linear momentum of a body. When a force apply on a body, then how the force is converted in the term of rate of change of linear momentum. In this video we discuss about how the linear momentum of a system is conserved. There is no change of the linear momentum of a system when there is no external force acting on it. That will be discussed about in this video. Where we consider the two objects M1, M2 that form a system. M1, M2 moving in a straight line, and the momentum speed of the object is in linear speed, and the mass of the first object is here M1 and mass of the second object is M2. The initial velocity of first object is u1 and the initial velocity of second object is u2. Now, by the definition of momentum, we note that the momentum of first body before collision is equal to m1 u1, and here the momentum of second body is m2 and u2. Now, the total momentum of this system is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. That is the total momentum of the system. The system is consists of two objects. Here, first object whose mass is m1 and the second object whose mass is m2. Now, suppose that the velocity of the first body is greater than the velocity of the second body. Obviously, the first body collide with the second body. Here the collision that exists for time t. Now, when during the collision, first body that mass is m1 exert a force on m2, and the m2 also exert a force on m1. Due to this interaction of the two forces, their velocity changes. Here the u1 is changes by v1 and u2 is changes by v2. Now, there is a change of the momentum of the two body due to the collision, and the final momentum of the first body become here m1 v1, and the final momentum of the second body become here m2 v2. Now, the total momentum of the system after collision is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Now, our objective is that we have to prove that the total momentum of the system before collision, that is the m1 u1 plus m2 u2, is equal to the total momentum of the system after collision. This momentum, that is the momentum before collision, is equal to the total momentum of the system after collision. We have to prove it in this video. Now, here the conservation of momentum, it is a principle of conservation linear momentum based on the Newton's third law of motion. It is consistent with the Newton's third law of motion. As we know, when a body exerts a force on another body, that it is a action force, and just the second body also exerts a force on the first body, that is called reaction. When the m1 object body collide with the m2, the m1 exerts a force that is called f1. It is in the direction of, it is the force in the direction of here m1 body, but the first body exerts a force second body in this direction, it is the F1 force. F1 force, and it is second body of mass m2 also exerted force on the first body, that is opposite in direction, and it is F2. Here F1 and F2 are two forces involved in the collision. F1 exerted by the first body to the second body, and F2 is the another force, another force exerted by the second body on the first body. These two forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, as per the Newton's third law of motion. Now here, if F1 is the positive force, positive direction, then F2 must be in the negative direction, and F1, the magnitude of F1 is equal to magnitude of F2. Now here, when this force interacted, then the velocity of the first body, that is mass m1, is become v1, and the velocity of the second body will become v2. Here, this force, by the second law of motion, second Newton's law of motion, F1 may be expressed in the term of the change of linear momentum of the second body, and F2 is a force that exerts on the first body that change the momentum of the first body, is converted into m1 v1 minus m1 v2. That is the rate of change of momentum. Then the F1 and F2 force expressed in the term of rate of change of momentum of the two body. In the next slide, I am going to express it. Now here F1 is a force exerted on the second body, F2 is a force exerted on the first body, and here F1 is a positive direction, then F2 must be the negative direction. Here F1 F1 is equal to the rate of change of momentum of the second body. Here the second body, so m2, rate of change of momentum of the second body is equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u1 by t. It is the rate of change of momentum of the second body. And here F2 is a force that create a change of momentum in the second body. It is the rate of change of momentum of the second body. So it is written as like that here, and it here minus sign would be here minus sign, here put here minus sign. Now here it is the rate of change of momentum of the first body due to the force exerted by the second body on the first body. Now if you calculate the equation, we get here m1 plus m1 v1 m2 v2 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Here it is the total momentum of the system after collision, and it is the total momentum of the system before collision. That we have to prove in this video, that express the principle of conservation of linear momentum. Here sum of linear momentum after collision, it is the after collision, is equal to sum of linear momentum of the before the collision. The principle of conservation of the linear momentum is based on the Newton's third law. It is consistent with the Newton's third law, and two laws is involved to prove the law of conservation. When the first law is the Newton's third law of motion, and second law of Newton's second law also involved it. Now I am going to define how the linear conservation momentum is based on the Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law of motion applied to the collision between the two bodies. When the two bodies collide each other, then the force exerted by the first body must be equal to the force exerted by the second body on the first body, but these forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Now in the collision between the two bodies, both objects experience forces and which are equal in magnitude, that we discussed in the previous slide, which is equal in the magnitude but opposite in direction, and such forces causes the one object speed up, and the speed, that means gain the momentum, and other object to slow down and lose the momentum, and these are equal. according to the Newton's third law, the force on the two objects are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. That is involved in the law of conservation of momentum. Now, next in detail is given here how the law of conservation momentum is based on the Newton's second law and Newton's third law of motion. The law of conservation momentum states that for two objects colliding in an isolated system, the system should be isolated. There is no external force involving in it. The total momentum before that and after the collision is equal. That we have proved remain constant. This is because the momentum lost by the one body, one object, equal to the momentum gained by the other body. There is no change of the conservation, so it is conserved. So it becomes a law of conservation. Conservation of momentum is derived from the Newton's law of motion. Newton's third law states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction that we discussed in the previous video. The force that one object A exerts on the object B, that one object is the first object, B is the second object, equal but opposite to the force exerted by the object B on the object A. By Newton's second law, this force is equal to the product of mass and the acceleration, that ma, which is equal to the rate of change of momentum of the object. So the product of the mass as acceleration is give the rate of change of the momentum. That is the more clearly expressed in this slide. Now here I am going to define the law of conservation and linear momentum. What is the law of conservation? Here we can summarize, we can define like that. As a result of this ideal collision that we discussed earlier, collision experiment, we say that the sum of momentum of the two body, before collision is equal to the sum of momentum after the collision, provided there is no external force and balance for acting on that. The system is such that there is only internal force involved with it, though no external force involved in it. Then the conservation of the linear momentum of the two body remain constant, remain unchanged. That is given. This is known as law of conservation of momentum. This statement can alternately be given as an isolated system. That means there is no external force acting on it. This is the system, is the isolated system. The total momentum of the two objects is unchanged or conserved by the collision. That is the law of conservation of linear momentum. I hope that you have understood the topic clearly, and there is many application of the law we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.